Well, I've got a new condenser on the way and new evaporator coil for this unit. Thought I'd go ahead and give it one more shot, but I think the valve is stuck, as well as the unit's turned off. Anyway, here guys, push the contactor in. Yeah, valve is definitely stuck. So what I'm going to be doing is going to be recovering items that I can use for other repairs. This has a new fan motor on it, and also a new capacitor, new contactor, so might as well recover the parts. So here goes. I'm going to just be pulling these out. Now since I replugged the unit in, I want to discharge the capacitor. Capacitor holds a charge in it even after the power has been disconnected. So what I'm going to do is, holding only the insulated portion of the handle of my screwdriver, ridge the leads from the Herm to the common side. You won't see a spark or anything, and as well as the common to the fan side, just to be extra safe, even though the fan side is technically not necessary. It doesn't hurt to do it anyway. But anyway, you won't see a spark or anything when you do this most of the time. It'll just cancel out the charge that's there. So for these, what I usually do is use my screwdriver and just pick up underneath the wire in order to slip it off the leads. I can recover this capacitor and can recover the contactor, as well as these hard slip kits because they're all new. So I can either pick them up or slip them up. I usually wind up slipping them up with my screwdriver here. So there we go. So I got a couple hard start kits. These are newer, so I'll recover those. Save them for other jobs, as well as this 45.5 capacitor. And can also take the contactor and the fan motor. So here's the fan motor leads, the two brown wires, brown and white, and then here's the fan motor leads. Just take this off at the top of the contactor. This one as well. That side. This other one's giving me a little trouble, but that's okay. I'll take out those wires that are in my way. There we go. And now there's our fan motor, is all completely disconnected. And I'll need to take off the screws and take off the fan lid. Okay. And the contactor, we've got our leads coming in here. And to tell you the truth, I don't really care too much about the contactor. I think I'm just going to recover the fan lid, and that'll be that. Changing fan motors out in the summer takes a bit of time, and getting the blades off is kind of tricky, so someone ran the ground wire for this one all the way across. You can actually just take this wire and run it underneath one of the nuts here, and that's suffice. But anyway, that's how this one was done. So now I'm just going to go around and take off all the screws here. And I'll recover this fan lid, and I'll save it if I have another unit go down, such as this one maybe. Then I can just swap the lid and be able to get it by. So make it a little easier in the future. for a quick repair for a fan motor that's down. So just a little salvaging the unit, save what's good for me, what's good to me. Alright, it's about 100 degrees today. Maybe might hit 102, something like that. Just save these screws in my AC bag, I'm sure they'll come in handy down the road. Alright. And now I'm going to take off my fan lid and I'll stash it where I can find it in the future. We've got our wires running through the here as well as the conduit. So I'll just kind of pick it up and move them on through. Okay, and the lid I just took and put it where it's not going to bother anything else, and that's about it. The rest of the components are cheaper, $17 to $20 maybe for a contactor, so I could take the contactor, but I wanted to indicate the unit is turned off inside, so I'm not really going to worry about the contactor. The fan motor was the bigger one for me, so and I got a couple of hard start kits and a 45.5 capacitor, so that's good enough for me. Compressor's a newer compressor, but it's still in the valve, so good to go there, all set. Here's inside, and here's where it appears I started to question whether we needed a new unit. We got some rust going on there, so gonna get a new coil inside and a new condenser outside. Call it a day. Good to go.